What's holding you back from living your best life in 2025? Let's dive into the new year coming up super fast with a fresh mindset, a sprinkle of confidence, and a dash of excitement for the new year ahead. Hi everybody, my name is Sarah. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you don't know me, I'm the owner of FrozenPennies.com. I'm a financial coach, and as a family, we are debt-free. It's time to stop settling and start embracing some small changes that we can take with us into the new year. I have 12 unique ways that we can transform our lives going into the new year. These are different than you may normally hear. I tried to make these unique and practical so we can all learn a little something while we're on this journey into the new year together. Leveraging time banking. This is just a fancy way of saying bartering with your neighbors and community for things like car repair, babysitting, or even yard work. This only works if you know your family and community. However, in a small town like this, we all pretty much know everybody. I love to be able to barter with a friend of mine who does sewing in exchange, say, for a home-cooked meal. Automate joy savings. Yes, I said joy savings. This is a high yield savings account specifically earmarked for fun. This could be for whatever brings you joy. Books, mani-pedis, a facial, a massage, maybe new pillows from Home Goods. If it brings you joy, then you have created this savings account specifically for that purpose. Make sure you automate this every pay period so you have a small amount going into this fund every single time you get paid. It could be a very small amount, $5, $10 a month. It doesn't matter as long as it's going into that account. And have a debit card attached to it so when you do go out and you find those pillows at Home Goods that you love, you know that those pillows can be paid for directly from your joy savings. Rethink your retirement age. If you're starting to think about retiring, even if you're in your 50s and it's become sort of at the front of your mind, consider the job that you are doing right now. Consider transferring to a different department if you can, so you can rethink your retirement age. If you have a job in an office or a non-stressful job or a desk job, for example, then you could very easily stretch that, as long as you're in good health, to 70 years old to get those higher than maximum retirement benefits. I have an acquaintance of mine who is a parole officer, and for many years he was a parole officer. Now that is a state pension job. So he decided that he was going to stop being a parole officer per se, find a desk job within the state so he doesn't have to do that semi-dangerous sort of high-stress job, transfer it to a different job within the state pension system, and still get that retirement that he worked so hard for. Negotiate lower bills. Now, this used to be a pretty fantastic way to get your monthly bills lowered. It seems like it's a little bit harder to do these days. I know that my internet company will not play that game of, hi, I'm thinking about canceling my internet and I'm looking for a better deal. They won't do that with us anymore. It's very inconvenient. So we're sort of stuck, pigeonholed into that rising expense of internet without being able to get those rates, those monthly rates lowered. However, many other places will allow you to do that. I know that you can cancel things and wait for a promotion and re-up your membership to those things to get a better deal. A lot of people do that. Black Friday is coming up soon. A lot of people are doing that with their streaming service subscriptions. They're canceling now and then rejoining on Black Friday when those deals come out again. Implementing a no luxury month. This would be an entire month where you don't go out and purchase those higher end luxuries that you might do normally. It's almost like a no spending month, right? You pare down to only the essentials, paying for only the essentials, and banking the rest of the money that you might have coming in for other things. Maybe something special coming up. This time of the year is actually a great time to do something like this for Christmas, so you don't put everything on credit cards and then have to pay them off in 2025. If you do a no spend or a no luxury month, you can take that money and pay cash for Christmas. A no luxury month might look like cutting out things like salon visits or restaurant visits or subscription services that you aren't really using. I mean, everybody can pause their subscriptions for 1 month and maybe do more reading. Optimize HSA health savings accounts. Use an HSA as another form of retirement account. Save more than you expect to need for health costs and then use it for investing. If you're looking for more information on an HSA and exactly what it is, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do about making a video for you on that. Create a capsule wardrobe. If you haven't done this already, this is a great idea to go into 2025 with a fresh new idea about clothing. I love the idea of a capsule wardrobe because it helps save me time and it helps reduce decision fatigue, which I have a lot of, by the way. So having a closet full of clothes that I can just reach in and grab a shirt and reach in and grab a pair of pants and know that no matter which shirt and which pants I choose, they go perfectly together. Sell your car and use things like car sharing or public transportation. Okay, I can't even say this one again. This to me is absolutely ridiculous. I live in a very small town and it takes me 20 minutes over a mountain, either way, no matter which way I go, to get any place. I would not be able to sell my vehicles and try car sharing or public transportation. Public transportation doesn't even exist here. And this comes up on lists like this all the time. I just can't do it anymore. I'm never going to recognize that this is a good way to go into the new year again. Unless you live in a place near a city or in a city that has really fantastic, inexpensive public transportation, bus services, subways, trains, and so forth. That's the only way that this makes sense. Use community solar programs. Now, there are these community solar programs popping up everywhere. We just had a solar farm put in our town. They're still working out all the kinks, but I am interested to know if it's a buy-in program or if it's something that the whole community, the whole town is going to benefit from. There was a discussion in a Facebook group about solar panels, and somebody was asking if anybody ever put anything like that on their house and if it saved money. Many people sell their power from their solar panels back to the electric company. You might want to look into this a little bit deeper if it's something that interests you. I know it's got great environmental benefits. However, there are some complications and controversy about the environmental impact of the solar panels themselves. So dig a little bit deeper into this if you want more information. I know they will save you big money on your electric bill over a long period of time. Downsizing without moving. There's this great movement happening called Swedish death cleaning. It's where you imagine you have passed away and your loved ones have to go through your entire house and belongings and get rid of everything for you once you've passed. The concept here is that you do this before you pass away. So when you look around your home, your surroundings, and you can imagine your friends, family, children, parents, siblings coming into your home after you've passed away and not having to do the work to declutter your space and get rid of everything. It's a fantastic concept. I love this idea, and I'm planning on taking on this Swedish death cleaning movement in the new year. Frequent buyer credit card hacks. This is a really cool way to hack the system. Let's use an example of an Amazon card. You can get an Amazon card where all of your Amazon purchases for the entire year go to that card, and you're being responsible by paying it off every single month. If you, like me, tend to shop Amazon first before going anyplace else, then this could benefit you immensely. You could take all of the money that you earn, all of the points that you earn, and apply it, say, to Christmas, if you're big Christmas spenders. You can earn Christmas money all year long by the purchases that you would make by Amazon anyway, and have a free Christmas. Now, I suggest that you only try or attempt any of these kind of credit hacking, whether it be for airline miles or Amazon, and you know that you can pay off your credit cards each month. We never, ever, ever, ever want to carry a balance on our credit cards. There's no way I'm paying some other bank 29% on my money. It goes in my pocket, not theirs. Consider transitioning to a flex retirement plan. This just means that you take your normal job, if you can, and you cut back the hours. Maybe in your 60s, you're able to cut back to 4 days a week. And then as you turn to 62, it's 3 days a week and part-time 20 hours. This keeps the income flowing in, but you're able to adjust your lifestyle on a gradual basis instead of going from working 40 hours at this paycheck down to not working at all and getting this amount of money. Adopt the year of use method. This could be anything from using what you have, wearing what you have in your closet, to using what you have first in your refrigerator for zero waste, to using what you have in your pantry instead of buying new. Set a challenge up for yourself to use up what you have first. Don't buy any more makeup or beauty products, and don't buy any more cleaning products until you use everything that you have in your stash. The savings on this could be substantial, and it can prevent you from overbuying. Consider online classes or looking into your community college for continuing ed classes. Many times people of a certain age are allowed to take classes free of charge. Read more books. Who doesn't want to read more books? Read more fiction and more non-fiction books to continue that lifelong learning process. In your 50s, being a lifelong learner and taking classes may advance you into a better career path. Consider a multi-generational living setup. My acquaintance years ago came here from living in Connecticut. She moved here because her son got a job up this way. When she purchased a job here, she purchased it with the intent of having her mother also move in with her. So they bought a house with a master suite downstairs, perfect for her mom to stay there. Another friend of mine's parents have a huge piece of property where the brother has also built a house on it. Her and her husband also plan on building a house there too. This way, the one property can hold as many family members as possible. Now, I would love to do this. I would love to buy a big piece of property if I ever won the lottery, because it's okay to dream. I would love to be able to have a piece of property with a house for us and a house for the 3 boys and their families, all in a long circular driveway, plenty of space for kids to ride bikes around, yet each of us has our own house. Take advantage of your employer's 401k matching if you're not doing this already. As we reach midlife, we find that we're making a little bit more money in our career and we're not spending as much money. Maybe our house is already paid off. So we can max out those retirement investing opportunities a little bit easier than we could in maybe our 30s and 40s. If you're not contributing to your 401k match, I suggest you do so in this new year. If you have a vacation property, consider renting that out. I had an acquaintance years ago. She had a house in a high tourist area. From July until September, she would rent that house out. Now, her brother had a house that he lived in on the lake. She would go stay with him, and she would rent out her house for the summer. Now, the joy of that was, now if I remember correctly, after they split the amount of money that was made by renting out the house, she was still able to pay her mortgage for the entire year by doing that. Now, it was a little bit inconvenient because they had to share the lake house with her brother. It was only those two, her and her husband and the brother, so it wasn't a huge amount of people. But he benefited as well by letting them stay there for the summer. Create a pre-retirement bucket list. Start in 2025 and figure out all of those things that you want to do before you retire. It could be things like pay off your mortgage, get out of debt completely, save for retirement, go on vacation, downsize your home. Whatever it may be, put it on a list and get started as early as right now for next year. Ensure that you don't miss out on any fantastic experiences while you're still working. Practice a home-based business strategy. Use the skills that you've acquired over the years and consider freelance work or consulting. This could be something that you can do in retirement, or it could be a fantastic side hustle for you to start next year in order to meet the goals that you want to meet before you're ready to retire. Consider starting a YouTube channel. There are very few women on YouTube. As a matter of fact, I went to a YouTube conference last September, and they said that there is only 4% of all YouTubers are women. And women in their 50s, we have something to contribute. We have a lot of wisdom, and we can help out a lot of people with our past experiences. If you want to learn a little bit more about starting a YouTube channel, let me know in the comments below and I'll see what I can do about creating that video for you. There are so many options when it comes to side hustles and working from home options. If you're looking for more ideas on side hustles, be sure to check out this video next.